So if you're tuning into this later after the stream has already gone live and has been posted, there's been a bit of a fiasco because I cannot get the live stream to work on my laptop, which is what I was originally planning to do. So I need to go and basically get this link, which is currently streaming, to the other people who are currently on the old stream. So give me 2 seconds to do that. I can see people are starting to join now. So I'm just going to go and basically let people know. So if you're just joining now, I'm just letting everyone on the old stream know that it's moved to a new stream. Okay, so just done that. Oh, there's lots of people joining now. Wonderful to see. Thank you everyone for bearing with me. I appreciate it has been a bit of a faff to get here. For some reason, my laptop does not want to work. The webcam does not want to work with going live. I've no idea what's happening. It's previously worked fine in the past. I've yet to do a live stream on my new computer since I bought it in September. So I guess that, but it's great to see everyone joining in. So please feel free to say hi in the comments. I'm going to be doing Q&A. If you're just tuning in, I'm still just sorting a few things out because the original stream that I set up and had all organized and everything didn't work. So I've had to switch to my phone, which fortunately is working. But let me just finish up with the last few things I had on, what was I trying to do? I'm trying to get the link for this. Go away. See, as you can tell, I am extremely well versed in technology stuff. Right, live streams. Is it going to show? It is. Wonderful. So let me just copy this link and let everybody who was trying to find me on Instagram know. Oh, looking for my phone. I'm literally talking to it. Does anyone else do that? I do it all the time. Hi, everyone. So let me scroll through your comments. Tell you what, let me just go over to the page. Let's just go and see what you're all saying live. Fortunately, the headphones are in. Okie dokie. Right. Wonderful. So, good evening or good morning in the US. Yes, I tried to time this to work for as many people as possible. Hello from New Zealand. Oh my gosh, 6 a.m. That is brave. Hello. Yeah, this is day 9 of Vlogmas. I will sort out all the details with my phone once for this video for it to go up after we've done this live stream. We are going to be getting into some questions in a bit, but I'm just wanting everyone to say hi. I'm so pleased people are enjoying Vlogmas. It's so lovely to see. Evening. Hi from Canada. Great. Do let me know. This is a bit of a tradition, people saying where they're coming from all over the world. It is really lovely. Now, I am just going to try while I'm on here without leaving, hopefully without accidentally exiting this live stream. I'm trying to let people know on Instagram what is happening. So I wonder if I can oh yeah, let's not do that. That's gonna freeze it, I think. So let's get in. Anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them, and I will be answering as many of them as I possibly can. So hi from Malaysia, 1 a.m. here. Oh my goodness. From Essex. Someone asked what happened to my spare channel. It still exists. It's just I don't have time to juggle 2 separate different channels. So yeah, basically, let me just quickly go on. Was this the old Q&A? Yeah, right. Let me just put the new link here. Okay, I feel like I've done all I can. Hopefully you've all, those of you who are wanting to tune in, have been able to find the new link. So we shall leave that for now and just, yeah, hopefully people come up. Right, so without further ado, we've already wasted about 10 minutes. Let's get into the question. So I started off with the channel thing. It does exist. It's just I don't have time to juggle 2 separate channels. It's the reality of it. Next question is, let's have a look down. Oh, hi from Gloucestershire. be saying hi, they watch my videos. It's so lovely to see. I love these live streams. I love getting to see all sorts of people. I can see more people are joining now, actually, which is really great. Hi from Wales. Oh, so thank you, the person saying this. I actually made this top a couple of years ago because I really love this sort of puffy Victorian style sleeve. I've always really liked it. I always loved puffy sleeves, but they weren't in fashion for ages. So finally, when it came in fashion, of course, I had to jump on it and get some of them. Hi from the USA. Hello. Hi from Ohio. Someone else from Ohio. Nice to see where everybody's coming from. Jumping in with the big questions I see straight away. Am I dating? No is the answer. Really not that interested in it. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know I'm on the asexual spectrum. So, like, really couldn't be asked, to be honest. Hi, Bryony. Just wondering how you were feeling after being on the pill for a while. Do you know what? This is a really good question. So I love not having my period. I really thought I'd hate it because was so emotionally attached to my period because I wanted it for so long. When I was like a teenager, I was the last one in my class to get it, and I just thought, it would be. I just thought it was going to be, really difficult for me. But actually, because it was so painful, getting on the pill and off my periods has been just a blessing in terms of my periods. Emotionally, mentally, physically, the one thing I haven't been able to work out from my pill is whether or not it's causing me to feel a bit lower than I would. I feel like my moods are kind of flattened, if that makes sense. This is really annoying me how this angle. I had it all set up on my laptop folks to be all perfectly angled and everything, and now it's just, it doesn't like me. Hang on, give me 2 secs to try and see if I can get this at a better angle. See, this is just such a good angle. Why did my laptop have to stop working? Typical. Right, we're going to balance you on a box of chocolates and a glass. Shall we see if this works? Oh, I'm not sure. No is the answer. Oh, I hate when this happens. Absolutely hate it. Maybe we can put... Why won't you balance on the box of chocolates? If I turn the box of chocolates upside down, it would work. Oh, okay. Right. Move you back without falling off. There we go. Slightly better angle. Not kind of like looking up at my double chin sort of thing. Not that I have a double chin. Right, okay. Sorry, getting back to the questions. So yeah, I feel like my pill kind of dulled my emotions a bit, if that makes sense. Like I feel a bit blah about everything. The problem is I started taking my pill at literally the same time COVID started taking off here and around the world. So it's so impossible to know, is this a pill effect or is this a COVID effect? So that's another reason why I'm thinking I'm trying to come off my pill. I'm still on it at the moment. December was so busy. I was like, I just can't afford to take a week off for having my period, really. So I wanted to wait until January to start it. So my plan is to come off the pill in January. And actually, I received a package this morning, which I will show you into, not tomorrow's vlog, because I've already filmed tomorrow's vlog, the Saturday's vlog that will go live. So day 11, I will film what I got in my package so that you guys can see, which is something to help me with like getting back into my cycles. So I'm coming off my pill in January to kind of see if my emotions feel better, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Cause if it's just horrific, I think I'm going to just go straight back on and suck it up, because honestly, it's a bit of a trade-off, isn't it, on the pill? You go on it for one thing and hope it'll balance out the others. Anyway, really good question. So thank you. Who asked that? Oh gosh, wow, lots of questions. I've skipped over some of them. Elizabeth, thank you for asking that, Elizabeth. Right, I'm going to go through the questions. I've got my laptop at the side here, which is why I'm kind of turning to the side while I answer. If you're just joining now, just to give you a bit of background, I initially started this feed, this live stream on a different feed, which is currently still on Instagram because I can't get on Instagram without going on my phone, which is what I'm filming on. For some reason, my laptop did not want me to do this live stream on there, so I had to quickly find a way to get it to go live, which is to go onto my phone, which mercifully worked. So we are at least having a live stream today. But thank you for those that are just joining, just giving you a bit of an update, and feel free to ask any questions, and I'm going through them now, and my laptop is at this side. So someone else saying hi from Canada. well done for making that up. I do also sew. I love meeting other people that sew. Yeah, this was like my first proper project of clothing for myself, actually. So, kind of impressed with how it turned out. Hello from Switzerland. Would you consider making clothes to sell on your website? Probably not, because it takes me so long to sew my own clothes that it probably wouldn't be worth it, is the honest answer. Greetings from Ireland. Hi from Germany. Videos, enjoying watching the end of the day. That's nice to hear. How long can someone go without having a period safely? I would like to not have mine. I'm just a little nervous. Oh, so if you're talking about being on the pill and not having periods, there is no like safe kind of unsafe amount of time that is kind of scientifically proven. I think most doctors would say after about 10 years they'd like you to come off just to see how things are. I think most people kind of want to come off after 10 years, but there's no evidence that it's going to cause you any damage with any research that I've read at least. But the best advice, as always, is to speak to your doctor. Let's have a look. Would you do a video on Christmas? I'm not going to be filming my actual Christmas this year because it's going to be very chilled. Only one of my cousins is coming this time, so it'll be quite a quiet Christmas, and also this is my only time off. What I haven't quite decided yet is whether or not, so Vlogmas, for those of you who are just kind of tuning in, is going to end on Sunday. I'm doing the 12 days of Vlogmas, not 25, because I looked at the second half of December and was like, there's just no way I can film through all that, and it's a lot of work to film every single day. I have no idea how like daily vlogging channels manage it. Honestly, don't know how they do it. But after that, there is still, I think, 2 weeks before the new year. I may take those 2 weeks off as kind of like my Christmas break, or I may do one more video during that time. I haven't 100% decided yet, but I will get there. Every now and then this thing jumps down to see questions. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone's question. So yeah, someone says no, they want chocolate. Oh, is that when I was putting this up on this box of chocolates? Yeah. You're currently on a Waitrose mini chocolate rollers box. Somebody's asked me, are you still fostering? Two questions actually, both one after the other asking that. The answer is yes, I am still fostering. My last little one left early November. I've had a couple of calls, but they haven't been a right match for me. My social worker is actually coming tomorrow, so I'm going to have a chat with her then about see how things are going. But I am on the list. The thing is, you just never know. You can go literally a week and get a phone call, or you can go months without getting a phone call. So yes, I am still fostering. It's just a case of waiting for the next one, basically. Hi, Brian from Germany. Love that you're doing Vlogmas. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased that people are enjoying this because it feels like it's such a lot of work to do it, and it feels like they don't get the Vlogmas videos don't get as many views as my typical videos would because obviously they're not edited as intricately. But I'm so pleased that those of you who are enjoying it are doing that, and I'm so pleased that we've got so many people tuning in. I didn't think I'd have 70 plus tuning into this. That's really great. Okay. Somebody has asked, would you ever consider adopting a child after fostering them? I would love to adopt when I'm older as I cannot have kids. This is a tricky... I don't know is the honest answer. I have no current intentions to adopt. I think there's a big... I think that I have a very large American audience watching, which I don't know if you are in America, actually. This is asked by Sometimes Smiley. But the American foster system and the UK foster system are very different. Children do not automatically go for adoption in the UK. So if you go through, if a child comes into foster care and they, very rarely, maybe not rarely, but it's not the common process that they come into foster care, don't go home, then they get adopted, and often the foster family adopts children. That's not how it works here. We have several different ways that fostering and adoption work. If you want to adopt, you go through a different path. If you foster, you are a foster carer. Foster carers sometimes do adopt, but they don't automatically. You don't go into fostering with the intention to adopt. You go down the adoption route. They are very separate things, and children above the age of 7 pretty much never go for adoption in the UK. So you don't see things like teenagers available for adoption. That doesn't happen. It's only the younger kids that go. Older children go into something called long-term foster care. There is a in-between foster care and adoption called an SGO, which is usually what happens with older children if they're settled in with their foster carers and they want you know, to kind of come out of the care system, they can have what's known as an SGO. This needs a whole video on it, to be honest, because I get asked this question quite a lot, and there's lots of complicating factors, and people ask why, and I'm like, it's a different system. So I will need to do a specific video on this. But the answer is I don't intend to adopt currently. I like fostering, but who knows what the future holds. Is there a reason you're no longer fully plant-based in your diet? Yes, there is actually. So when I stopped when I first started fostering because it was too difficult to manage two different diets. In theory, you can't ever force your diet onto a child. Fostering, that's not allowed. So if the child wants to eat meat, you have to be able to provide that for them. Cultural, obviously, there are exemptions, but when I started, it was just too much for me to cook two separate meals. And yeah, I don't know, it was too much, and also I didn't notice it giving me any benefit really, so I stopped it, and it's just been a lot easier. It wasn't like I decided today I'm going to stop. It was like a slow, gradual, like I'm not going to worry about this anymore sort of thing. I try to eat more, you know, vegetarian and vegan meals than I do meat ones, just for like an environmental reasons, but I'm not super strict about it. Somebody else. So somebody's asked, I'm on the pill for several years now and I don't have my period, but sometimes if I haven't had a period in a long time, it does happen even though I take my pill. Do you have the same? The only breakthrough bleeding I've ever had was in January last year when I had my first COVID jab. That's the only time I've had any breakthrough bleeding, and that was common actually. Some of you may have had the same thing when you had your first COVID jab, or even your second as well, that your period got messed up afterwards. It was longer, heavier, weird timing, what have you. That's really normal, and it's a side effect that is now noted. I haven't taken it long enough is the answer to say have I had any breakthrough bleeding, but it is quite common, I think. Someone's asked, Erin has asked, when you had the peas and gravy the other day, brackets ignorant American, what was the gravy? Like broth? Because that actually sounds really warning. Do you call gravy something? I don't know. So the gravy here, it's like, so it's Bisto. I can't move because I'm surrounded by technology, but it's by a brand called Bisto, and it's the beef gravy granules. It's the stuff that we pour over like roast dinners, so like meat, potato, and vegetables. You pour it over, and it's like dark gravy. I don't really know what a broth is. Like soup, it's not the same as that. It's just English gravy. That's the only way I can describe it. Type in Bisto, which is Bisto, online, beef gravy. That will give you what it is. It's really tasty. I have always been addicted to gravy. I always used to cover my food in gravy. But yeah, no, that is funny. Right, let's move. Oh, it's jumped again. There we go. Somebody's asked, have you ever read the book Beyond the Pill? Amy, it has been on my list. The truth is my periods were so hellish that even I tried for years to manage them. Different diets, I went on special diets and things. It never worked, and it was just so bad that I got fed up and I just wanted to stop them. So I've kind of reached the point where I'm like, which is bizarre for me, but I almost don't care anymore. So I haven't read that particular book, but it was on my list. Somebody's asked, was it hard for you going back to eating meat? I'm a vegetarian, and the other day I ate meat I didn't know of, and it made me really sick just thinking about it. No is the honest answer, because I only ever went vegan for my health, and B, for environmental reasons. I always liked meat, and I shouldn't have said I went vegan. I never claimed to be vegan. I was always saying I was on a plant-based diet, and I was never 100% strict sticking to it. It was just, this was what I was aiming for, was to eat majority plant-based. When I went out, sometimes I would, if there wasn't a good option on the menu, I would, just have it. But for me, no, it wasn't, because I've always liked meat and stuff, unfortunately. Let me move this over here a bit, then maybe we can kind of keep this a little. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. See, this is just an example of the incredible high quality content you get from my channel. No, this is realistic. This is just the realism stuff. Okay, let's moving on. Hello from Texas. How have you prepared if you have to go into some kind of lockdown? Absolutely nothing. I'm so sick of it. The thing is, now we're so used to lockdowns that we all know what we can do, going to the shops and getting food and stuff. Oh, if you saw my last few Vlogmas videos, at one point I mentioned getting an overlocker, which is the same as a serger, what you call in the States. And that's just a different type of sewing machine, basically, so that if we do get locked down again, I've got some sewing projects I could work on at least. That's probably the only thing I've done in terms of preparedness. But because of fostering, like that pretty much continued on as normal throughout it because we're considered key workers. So other than that, not really done anything. Will you be pursuing the ASMR part of your channel? Your voice really suits the vibe. I've been debating this one, and I've been debating whether to turn my old vlog channel into a specific ASMR channel and keep this current channel for other videos, because I know some people love ASMR and some people hate it. So let me know what you think about that, whether doing that channel specifically for ASMR stuff and keeping this one for regular other videos, whether that be something you guys would like to see or if you'd be interested in. Because I'm aware that I looked at that video actually on my analytics that I have on YouTube, and that one lost me. Quite a few people unsubscribed on that video I did for Vlogmas, but I know some people love it, so I'm thinking I might keep them a bit more separate. So do let me know your thoughts on that one. I always do this. I always start singing halfway through. This is because I can't deal with the silence when I'm scrolling through and reading. Fave dinner you make for yourself and the children. Oh my god, it's a good question, Charlotte. The answer is there isn't one. I have. It depends on the children, depends on the ages and what they like to eat. Is honestly it. But I guess a quick meal, if the kids like it, that I do like to make, is bolognese or sausage or meatballs and pasta, because it's a very simple simple meal, pretty quick to do, and most kids will eat it. Would it be possible down the line for Precious Stars to your own period underwear so we can purchase them? Neve, it is a possibility. It's at the moment I've been focusing mainly on the pads rather than the period underwear, but it is still there. Oh, we have new pads. There's another print that's coming. It's like a dragonfly print. I've literally got the warehouse to send me the stock a couple of days, yesterday I think. So it'll take a couple of days, probably next week that'll be up. But we have new stock that's already arrived. We've got the new space print. I really should have brought some of these here. We have this new space print. We have a restock of the very popular penguins print that people love, perfect for Christmas time and like winter. This like nice blue pattern with penguins on it. And we also have another restock of a cherry print in a slightly different background. So the old one was black and this one is navy, and it's called Cherrylicious. So, and I think the space print's called Out of This World. There's quite a few on there, and we've got some new kits that have arrived as well. So keep an eye on the website over the next week. There's a lot of stuff coming in. Someone's said to me, "You are incredibly mature for your age. Have you ever been out clubbing, or does it not interest you?" I haven't. It doesn't interest me, is the honest answer. The thing is, I've never been someone that particularly likes parties, and I don't drink alcohol. So the idea for me of being in the club just sounds like torture, in all honesty. I'd much rather be at home, curled up on the sofa or in my bed with a fluffy blanket and a hot chocolate, watching a movie or even reading a book. I love reading books. So no, I haven't been clubbing. I had a friend whose 21st birthday, I believe, I went to, and we went to a bar first of all, which we had drinks at, and obviously I just had a Coke. And then they went clubbing afterwards, but both me and another mutual friend of ours decided we didn't really want to go, so that's just not really our scene. We went home. So yeah, no, I haven't been. I've had times where I could go. It just doesn't interest me, is the honest answer. Hi from Texas in the US. It's lovely to see where you all are. Do let me know. Someone's asked how old are you now. When I first saw a video, you were like 15. I was 15 when I started this channel, that's for sure. I am now 24. Is the answer. Someone else. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm in place. Someone else says they're loving Vlogmas. Hi, Helen. Let's have a look. Who else? Somebody has asked, I've been really interested in your product reviews for fostering friendly equipment. Are there any other products that you could review that are really useful? I've got a few I want to do, and I will add them onto a list. There's a bit more, so there's a question below which kind of links into this, I think, which is how is the fostering going? What age can you start fostering? Keep doing the videos. So you might have noticed, if you've followed me for a while, you may have noticed that on some of the videos, some of the fostering videos I've done have gone down recently. That is because I can't, gotta be careful with what I say here. So over the last 2.5 years I've been fostering. Can you believe it's 2.5 years already? Oh my God, it's gone so quickly. Over the last 2.5 years that I have been fostering, I have gone from, this is not making any sense. When I started, I let the local authority know that vlogging is part of my job and everything. And it's I will need to do a specific video talking about this because there's a lot involved and it's a long story. But the very, very short version of the story is throughout the 2.5 years, they've kept changing their mind about what I can and can't do. And quite recently, I had a meeting with them where I sort of laid down a bit of an ultimatum and said, this is my job. Can you please make up your mind? And they are now writing a policy for vlogging, which will allow me to be very clear on what I can and can't do, and also set out the parameters for it, which is quite exciting actually that this is being done. So once that's finished, I'm hoping to ask my social worker about this tomorrow, I can then start doing more videos about fostering again, which I'm so excited about, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed this will be done very soon. But yes, I will definitely, when I get that approval, which I think is imminent, hopefully, I will definitely be doing more videos talking about fostering. And fostering friendly equipment I will include as an idea. So thank you, Janice, for suggesting that to me. But yeah, there's a long, long story behind that. And I'm not getting into it on here because it would just take up the entire live stream. And also I need to probably check that video with my social worker beforehand. So yeah, it's coming up. It's all being sorted and hopefully being approved soon. But you just have to bear with me on that one. So moving on. Okay, I'm going to skim. I've realised there's quite a few questions that have come in, and some of them are going back to when things I said a bit earlier. So someone said that sounds sad about older children above 7 not being able to go up for adoption. There's good reasons for doing it, Elizabeth. We don't believe in separating children from their parents forever, so the kids would then still see their birth families. Usually, they have contact continuing, which doesn't happen as often with adoption. Can still happen, but doesn't happen with adoption. And the short reason for doing that is that there aren't enough adopters. Even for 7, it's rare for a 7-year-old to get adopted. It's mainly under 3s, to be honest. We just don't have a lot of people that will adopt in the UK. That's just the reason why. Okay, so let me have a look. Someone's talking about period underwear again. I do know there's a lot of interest in it. I've had friends that have run period underwear businesses, so I know of them doing it, and I will look into it. It's on my list, just let you know. Oh, this is back to the gravy question. Someone asked, do you still wear your amber necklace, and did you notice the difference wearing it? I haven't worn an amber necklace for years, is the truth. After my last one broke, I didn't replace it. I thought it was helping a bit with my period pain, which is why I originally started wearing it, but I don't think it did. So no is the honest answer. I'm getting to the gravy bit in these comments. There's quite a few. It just looked thinner than our gravy that we used to. Oh, Erin, yeah, the gravy, Erin. So you can make it thicker by adding an extra spoon in, or you can make it runnier. That's basically just depends how thick or thin you want to make it, basically. But it's literally powder that you add water to, and that's it. It's instant gravy, basically. Fun fact, I don't drink coffee. I do drink tea, but I'm more of a hot chocolate person for sweet stuff. But I would drink gravy like some people drink coffee. It's weird. It's my weird habit. Let's go a bit further on. Hello, I love your videos. They're so calming. What are some comfort YouTubers you watch? Ooh, this is a good question. Do you know what? It changes. It really does change. I haven't got a YouTuber at the moment that I'm watching so much, which is like a calm thing. I'm currently watching on Amazon Prime the show Clarkson's Farm, which is, if you're familiar in the UK, you probably know who Jeremy Clarkson is from the old Top Gear. And it's really good, this series. I'm really enjoying it. I think I talked about it in the vlog that will go up tomorrow, which I filmed yesterday, confusingly. But YouTubers, oh, who do I watch? If I click onto my YouTube page, see what kind of flash. The truth is, I haven't watched a YouTuber as much anymore. But I will tell you who a favourite YouTube channel of mine is. It's Kushkazarch. Do not ask me to spell that. But they do like amazing animations on factual things, which I really enjoy watching. So that's really my favourite YouTuber. I'm not sure I'd say it's a calming YouTuber. I do still watch Jess Fam quite a bit too, every now and then. So maybe that. Oh, making me realise I don't watch as much YouTube as I used to, that's for sure. Tara has asked, if you get a child over Christmas, do you provide all gifts or do you get help with that? Oh, someone's messaging me. Get rid of that. Ah! This is why I hate doing live streams on my phone, but I will. It kind of depends when they come, Tara. So we are given, if I have a child with me before Christmas time, then I will get a specific budget to spend on them just throughout Christmas. It's not just for Christmas presents, it's for anything. So it could be Christmas parties, it could be ice skating, it could be anything to do with Christmas that particular budget can be used for. So it's an extra thing about our money we get on top of our regular money. It's not, well, allowance is a better way of putting it. Our regular allowance, we get an extra bit specifically for that, and they also get it at birthdays as well. Every local authority does things differently though, so some won't pay extra and will include it throughout the rest of the year, but my one do it specifically at Christmas. If they come literally just before Christmas, that payment won't go through. So I think they would have to backdate it. But knowing the finance department at my local authority, I think there's a very good chance they'd forget to. But in theory, yes, we do get given money to do this. And we would buy the gifts. If I have a child that comes on Christmas Eve, I would probably send out my mum or someone to frantically buy some stuff from the shop and wrap them up as an emergency. I'd always try and make sure there's something there for them, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people saying they would like to separate the ASMR channel. Okay, I'm just scrolling back because there's a lot of questions coming through. It's really great. Keep the questions coming, guys. I love going through them all. ASMR salmon chance, a pretty good thing. Yeah, I thought it was probably a good idea. So thanks for your input, guys, for that. I'll look into it. Someone's asked again about any recent dating experiences. How has it been with the pandemic? Just a reminder, I am on the asexual spectrum, so I could not be less interested in dating if I tried right now. Is the honest answer. The pandemic has made me feel dating I already felt about, so I haven't even. Occasionally I flick through like a dating app and then remember that, and then it just reminds me that I am asexual and I really can't be bothered with any of that, and so I stop going on there. No, I'm not dating, is the answer. If you do period underwear, please make it full coverage in the front end, not just the back. I would do that, definitely. I've tried period underwear before. I've tried several, as you've probably seen through my channel. What is this? Let's go through. I'm going to scroll down a bit further just to make sure I'm not missing anything that's coming up right now. Someone's asked about the fostering stuff. This is quite a long question. Let me try and simplify it. Was it a frustrating time with the video stuff? Very. It's changed back and forth. I have a really good supervising social worker now that has made a big difference. And yeah, I think it was just frustrating because I think the thing that I've had to recently make very clear, and which I think I have finally got across to now, is that this is my job. I actually earn from this. And when you're not fostering, you have no income from fostering. So when you don't have a placement with you, that's it, you're not getting paid and you have no idea how long that's going to be. So for me, as a single carer, I rely on my income from like my business and YouTube and other things. So that I felt that they didn't really understand, which I made very clear at a recent meeting. And I think that got through to them. And so hopefully going forwards, this won't be an issue. But yeah, I think it's what's the word? Yes, it was frustrating, basically. But hopefully we've moved past that now. What music do you like, Bridie? Pop. I don't have a particular artist I particularly like. I just generally listen to pop music. Someone's asked why don't I drink. I don't like it is the first reason. But the second reason is my Lyme disease has affected my liver. And yeah, it would not process that very well at all. So alcohol and caffeine are two things I can't have. Someone else saying yes to the ASMR channel. Let's have a look. I tried some cloth pads and period underwear, but I always leaked through. Maybe I'm too heavy, or maybe it was a bad brand. Is that a possibility? Both possibilities. Let me know what, if you can remember the brand. Tell me what it was, and I'll see if I've tried them and what I think. Taylor's from West Virginia, USA. There's a comment here that's health freaky. Let me just have a look. Hello from Norway. Continue the cloth. That's fine. Oh, so Tara has asked again about, have you watched Be the Village on YouTube? I did actually. Yes, I did watch them for a bit. I don't watch it so much now because I kind of need a break from all that stuff, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a very difficult thing to navigate, which is why you need clear guidance and policies and stuff, which, like I said, is what we're currently working on here. Can you make a video on cleaning tips for people with low energy levels? This is by Dancing Heart. Do you know what? That's a really good idea. The only thing that puts me off this is I still haven't figured it out myself that well. But yeah, I guess it's a tricky one. I actually, when I foster, I tend to have a cleaner come once a month, and she's actually gone off. She's had a baby now, so I don't know if I'll get her back at all, which is really sad. But she used to come once a month and just do 2 hours, and I would pay her 20 quid for those 2 hours. And it was the best 20 quid I spent every month, I swear, because she just cleaned everything and it made such a difference. But yeah, I'll consider adding that to the list. Someone's else saying they need that too. Yes, I'll look into that, guys. I have got experience, obviously, of having low energy levels and having to do stuff, so we'll go into this. How are we doing for time? Oh, okay, we've got about 15 minutes left, everyone. So if you've got any questions, be sure to get them in now. Katie has got a really good question, which is, do you find yourself pressured to seriously date / get married from other people? How do you handle it? I don't really, Katie, because I think I've always been very clear about what I want to feel comfortable with, and I surround myself with people who understand me. I don't actually have like a lot of people. I have some really good friends who are a mix of either haven't got a partner or aren't interested in having a partner, and one who has got a partner but often has issues. And so there's nobody around me is sort of settling down as such. I do have a friend who's been in a relationship for about 5 years. I think her partner is thinking about it, but I'm not sure if she is so much. It doesn't, where I live in London, people tend to get married and settle down later, so not till your 30s. So I haven't really reached that point where the pressure's kind of kicking in. But I think I kind of learned to handle it because I'm not personally that interested in it. It doesn't faze me. I would like to have a partner at some point, but I'm not like constantly thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I had a boyfriend, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. I'm very comfortable being on my own, having my own space. And if I meet the right person and we have a connection and it's a positive relationship where we benefit each other and we support each other, then yeah, that's great. But I'm not going to be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship. To me, it's pointless. I don't see why. I get to have the bed to myself and eat all my own food. It's great. That's my philosophy anyway. Let me see. Oh, more questions here. I need to stretch my leg out. So I have a problem where I can't sit. I always sit cross-legged, but I'm getting old. My knees are hurting when I do it. Right, here we go. Do you like Bovril? I've never tried it. I might have to at some point. The answer is I don't know, Kimberly. Hi from County Durham. Hiya, fellow UK person. Hi from Scotland. What would you say is the most rewarding thing about fostering? I've watched your videos for years and you're one of the most interesting and authentic channels out there. Oh, thank you, Fiona. That's lovely to hear. The most rewarding thing about fostering is when you see them thrive and when you see them flourish. What's a good example? I have to be careful because obviously I don't want to say anything that's could be identifying or confidential for the kids that I've looked after. I've had quite a few now, which does make it a bit easier. I think when you see them reach a milestone, that's the main thing. When they start talking for the first time, or when they say, oh, no, I can think of one thing. So I had one little one that I fostered who was really after this like present, in the way that kids, they ask for lots of things, but this was one thing they particularly asked for a lot, was toy. And I was like, oh well, it's because I talked to them about one of my values is not to buy lots of rubbish that is plastic and hurts the environment and everything. So I spoke about this a lot. And I was like, maybe if you still want it, we could put it on your Christmas list or other stuff, blah blah blah. And they were, oh, Christmas is so far away. Anyway, I basically bought it in secret and put it in a box and everything. And they came back from school one day, and I had the box there, and I gave it to them. I was like, oh, what's this? And they opened it up, and it was the toy, and they went, oh, you're the best foster mum ever. And that was probably the best moment I've had in fostering. To be honest, that was just such a nice moment to have. And I've had lots of really good moments, but it's just when you see them take steps forwards, or when they settle down, or they have a happy moment, those are the really great things with fostering. So yeah, there's a lot out there, but like I said, I have to be careful with the specifics that I say. That was kind of a generic thing, so that's all right. Hi from Canada. Let me see. Oh, skipping over comments. Someone's asked about the adoption question again. I kind of covered that earlier on, just saying no, at this point in time, I don't currently intend to adopt. Would you ever be wanting your own children, or will you continue to foster? This is from Shelby. I do want to have my own children. I'd kind of like to do both, to be honest, have my own kids and foster together. So, we'll see. We'll see going forwards what happens. Do you believe in the zodiac / what is your star sign? So I'm a Leo. That's pretty much as I know about zodiac stuff. I don't really get where the whole astrology zodiac stuff came from, to be honest. Although that being said, I have had my cards read. I've been to a tarot card reader. I do quite like doing that, but I pretty much take it with a pinch of salt, to be honest. Oh, Taylor, the period underwear was Thinks from your question earlier. There are definitely thicker brands than that. I would try Wuka. Oh, you're in the US. Do they ship to the US? They might do. They're a UK brand, but I think they ship to the US. Wuka is spelled Wuka. And the other brand you can try is Modi Body. Modi. Modi. Yeah, Modibody. I think, or it might be I on the end. That one's definitely in the States, I do know. Let me have a look. So there's more questions coming in. Got 10 minutes left, guys. Someone's asked, if you weren't self-employed and fostering, what job do you think you would want? I don't know. When I was growing up, I used to want to be a doctor. Looking at like how much doctors have to do at the moment, very glad I didn't become a doctor. I actually do have quite a large interest in child psychology, so I might have been a child psychologist. Something to do. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I always wanted to be a foster carer. So to be honest, this is kind of what I always wanted to do, and it's why I've been struggling with like what I might want to do afterwards, because I just don't know. Is the honest answer? Yeah, who knows? Let me have. Somebody's asked, do you still want at least 3 kids? Do you know what's funny? Somebody asked me the other day, as sort of linking into this question, after being a foster carer, did I still want my own kids? And it's funny, I do still want kids, but I definitely do not want 3. 1 is what I want now. Yeah, no, it's definitely shrunk how many children I want to have. There's numerous reasons for it. I was an only child myself. I didn't like it, but I feel like if I had 1 child myself, then I would still, if I was still fostering, I would, still have like 2 or 3 kids that way. But I only want 1 biological child, just from like the impact on the planet side of things, as well as like finances and raising and all that other expenses involved in raising small people. Here we go, scrolling down. Lydia has asked a question. When you were at 6th form / college, what did you do? I didn't go to college, Lydia. For those that aren't familiar with my story, I dropped out of school halfway through year 11 at 15 because I contracted a disease called Lyme disease. I then became something known as unschooled, which means I was basically home educated, but studying whatever I wanted. And I chose not to do any official exams. So I didn't do finish my GCSEs or do A levels or go to university, which was a choice. I'm loving the questions from people who are asking what is Bovril. I've already answered that question about kids. Will this be kept on your channel? Yes, it will. I'm going to leave this up as Vlogmas Day Night so people coming back and watching it past the live stream can still see it. Oh, somebody's asked, can you get a mortgage while you foster as an income? Yes, you can. There's specific mortgage brokers you have to go through, though. I haven't had to do this, but yes, I do. I know you can do that. Somebody said, first month using reusable pads, and wow, what a difference. Defo never going back to disposable. Aren't they brilliant? Just like, you try them and you're like, wow, honestly. So glad to see another convert. Someone else saying they're really enjoying Vlogmas. Somebody asking about my toilet. Did you manage to get the inside of the toilet clean? So this is hysterical. It's cleaner. It's definitely better. I've yet to go and buy those tablets. I went all the way to like the big supermarket to buy other things, left it, got home and went, I didn't buy the bloody tablets. So I still haven't got around to it. When I get those tablets, I promise I will put in another day in the live video, post Vlogmas probably, a toilet update. It's better. It's just not there yet. We will get there. Thanks for all the advice that people were posting, by the way. I never thought my toilet would be the most popular part of a video. There you go. YouTube's wonderful. Cassandra says, I've been watching your videos for so many years. I feel like you never aged. Do you know what? I feel the same, Cassandra, physically. Although, having said that, looking back at some of my older pictures, I can see that I have lost some of my baby face fat, like the puppy fat. I definitely have slimmed, like, just aged a bit. In certain outfits, I mean, this is a really young style hairstyle. If I put it out in a different style, it probably would look older. But I feel like I might actually pass as an adult now, whereas it took me a long time to get to that point. So maybe it's just the fostering that's aged me, quite frankly. Good morning from Seattle. Someone asked, have you reviewed your Ruby Love period underwear? I haven't. I wasn't aware of that one. I've made it down to some of the last comments. We've got 5 minutes left, guys. If you have a question, be sure to put it in. Hello from the US. I wanted to say thank you for making me aware of reusables and for learning to advocate for myself health-wise. I wouldn't have known I had PCOS plus otherwise. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Not that you have PCOS, but I'm so glad to hear that that's helped. My videos helped you with that. Lily, I think is your name. Someone's asked what are my favourite names for kids or just in general. I have a lot. We'd be here for quite some time. And I don't know if I'll use some of them, so I'm going to keep them quiet for now. Teresa has asked, what is a good pad to buy? Well, obviously I have to say my own brand, Precious Stars. There are so many good brands out there. The truth is, you just have to try them out. Someone's asked how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling really good. I had a day off vlogging today, which was really great, which is why I did this live stream, and I have been just chilling. I slept in till pretty much 11 a.m. this morning. I've no idea why I was so tired, but I just was. And it's been wonderful to have a really quiet day. Tomorrow's busier, but today's been quiet. Someone said try citric acid for the toilet. I have a whole list of things to try. I'm getting there, but we'll just have to see. Right, I'm just going to quickly listen in to where my voice is at on here versus what's actually happening live. Just give me a second. Oh, it's going quite quick. Okay. Just seeing it's moving quite quickly. So yeah, let me go through these last few questions, guys, and then I will have to say goodbye. So, can you get into a relationship whilst fostering, or is it difficult? You can. There's some pretty kind of strict rules around it, though. So, as soon as you start dating somebody, you have to let your supervising social worker know, because they have to do a DBS check on them. If the relationship becomes serious and you sort of move in together or something, then your partner has to go through the whole process of becoming a foster carer as well, which is a bit tricky on that sort of thing. I mean, I can see why they have to do it, but it does make dating interesting. And I do know people who have left fostering because they've started dating someone and they don't want to go through that whole process, and they decide that it's their time to finish. So yes, it's possible, but you have to be very transparent about it with your local authority. What kind of childcare experience did you have before you started fostering? So I'd done quite a bit of like nannying, babysitting. I'd also been a host for a refugee charity, and I had mothers with young children or babies stay with me. So I had quite a bit of experience before I went into it, without having had my own kids. Some lovely, nice comments here. Some funny comments. Do you need a vaccine to foster? No, I don't think you do. Don't think you do. Although you should have your COVID vaccine if you can. Right. I think, guys, we are coming to the end of this live stream. I think I'll take 3 more questions. I'll take 3 more questions. So, first one that I can see is someone asking for tips for not feeling guilty for taking rest days where you don't do anything at all. The thing is, if you've not got the motivation and you feel like you really need it, I just learned to let myself know, do you know what, this is okay. Everyone feels like this. The need to be productive all the time is really toxic. Instagram in particular, I think, has been bad at this, but this kind of hustle culture is really toxic. Having a better work-life balance is a really important thing to do. So it's actually healthy to do this. Let me just check. Do you think you will ever return to education? Probably at some point, Claire. I don't currently have any interest in doing this, but if I did want to study something like psychology, for example, then yes, but I prefer to go back when I have something specific I want to do rather than just go to university for the sake of it. So right now I don't have any plans to return to education, but I think it's very possible at some point that I may well do. Let me just see. Someone very quickly, this isn't the third question, but someone's very quickly asked, I missed most of the stream, will you upload it onto YouTube after? Yes, it will go up so you can watch it back, don't worry. Is it better to foster the local authority or the council? Depends where you live and what age you want to do. If you want to do younger kids, you definitely have to go to the local authority. If you want to do more long-term children or older kids and you want lots of good support, do you know what, this needs a video all on its own. There's no way I can answer it in here, there's too many complexities. But generally speaking, I would say go with the council first, is what I would say. That kind of needs to be a video though, so I'll tell you what, I'll do one more. We've still got 1 more minute until 6 p.m, so I will do one more comment. I think that might be it actually. I think I might have answered all the questions. Oh, here's the last one I will answer. How did you find the launch of your business? I want to open a business but don't know how to get startup money. So I actually started it up just with my pocket money. It was a business I grew very gradually over time. So I don't have the experience with raising startup money because it was something I did on my own. But you can do things like GoFundMe, Indiegogo. There are other ways to get funding for projects. And I just actually saved up a little pot of money to get started. So see if there are ways you could start up small and kind of scale up over time, putting some money aside each month from your work and doing it that way is another way. So yeah, everyone does it differently. Right, thank you so much everyone for joining. I'm just going through the last comments that people were saying hello and all sorts of things. Oh, I've just realised I think I might. So the question about local authority or council, I completely skipped over that. I thought you said local authority or agency. Yeah, somebody has pointed out local authority and council are exactly the same thing. Agency is a different thing, and I will do a video specifically on those two at some point, so don't worry. As long as I get this policy cleared up, which hopefully I'll find out more about tomorrow, but we'll see. So I am just going to say bye to you guys. Thank you so much for the live stream. Thank you so much everyone for joining. I'm so pleased we had so many people come in the end, despite the bit of a rocky start and some of the not so professional camera work throughout this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for bearing with me. It's basically, it's Vlogmas is going really great. It's been hard work, which is why I decided to do the 12 days. But I definitely wanted to put a live stream in here because I thought it's just one of my favourite bits about doing YouTube is being able to connect with you guys directly. And it's so great to see all the comments from people who are enjoying it and having a great time, and who just generally like watching my videos, because it's just, yeah, it's just really nice to see. And sometimes I feel like the videos I do are very niche and I haven't got like the best editing compared to some channels, and I can kind of, just like you guys would do, I hold myself up to other YouTubers and see what can I do to improve and change things and also stay authentic to myself. But I've always wanted to have my own space and do my own sort of thing. So it's so great that lots of you enjoyed that. So thank you so much, everyone. I can just see all the thank you comments coming in. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have enjoyed Vlogmas so far, and I hope you will continue to enjoy it. And I will actually see you tomorrow, because I will have a video obviously going live tomorrow. And then, like I said before, the last video will go live on Sunday. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.